During my years of being a professional accompanist and pianist, there's one skill that has really helped me have steady work than any other, and that's sight reading. Sight reading matters. If you want to work more, learn music faster, and become the musician people call first, you need strong sight reading. It's one of the most valuable skills a pianist can have. Great sight readers pick up new pieces in minutes instead of hours. Walk into rehearsals confident and say yes to opportunities most players have to turn down. Whether you're playing auditions, teaching, accompanying, or performing, sight reading opens doors, saves time, and makes you a more versatile, reliable musician. Today, I'm going to show you the daily exercises that will help you build real sight reading speed and confidence. Let's get into it. Here are 3 tips for better piano sight reading. First, train your eyes to look ahead. The biggest difference between strong and struggling sight readers is eye placement. Your eyes should always be 1 to 2 beats ahead of your hands. This gives your brain time to process what's coming so your fingers never panic react to the notes under them. How would you practice this? Well, practice slowly and force yourself to look ahead. Cover the measure you're playing with a sheet of paper. Use easy music and gradually increase the difficulty. Second tip, read patterns, not individual notes. Great sight readers don't read every note. They read shapes. Your brain recognizes intervals, thirds, sixths, and octaves, chord blocks, broken chord patterns, common left-hand accompaniments like Alberti bass, waltz patterns, arpeggios. When you see a pattern, your hand knows what to do automatically. Think, oh, that's a 1-5-1 progression instead of CGC. Third tip, keep going. Don't stop for mistakes. Sight reading is about continuity, not perfection. Stopping to fix errors destroys the skills you're trying to build. Your goals are to maintain tempo, stay in the musical flow, recover quickly, and rejoin the measure. This is especially important for accompanists, pit players, and audition pianists. The music never stops. And this is one thing that we talked about in a previous video about what a piano reduction is. You don't need to play every note that's on the page, just the impression of what the composer is trying to get across. So what are some activities you can do to build your sight reading speed? First, 5-minute pattern warm-ups, intervals and chords. Before you read anything, prime your brain to recognize patterns quickly. Do this every day. Play random intervals up and down the keyboards, third, sixth, and octaves. Play block triads in inversions. Play broken chord patterns, arpeggios, Alberti bass, and waltz left-hand patterns. And do this through a series of chord progressions. Why it works? Sight reading is 80% pattern recognition. The more automatic these shapes feel, the faster you read. 2, 10 minutes of one-pass reading. So I want you to choose very easy music, easier than you think, and read it once only without stopping. Great sources, IMSLP, easy classical pieces. Hymnals are great for this. Beginning method books, simple musical theater accompaniments. Couple of rules when you're doing this. You have to keep a steady tempo, don't fix mistakes, eyes stay ahead of your hands. And why this works? This trains continuity, the number one skill for real-world sight reading. Number 3, Rhythm-only reading, 2 to 3 minutes. Clap, tap, or vocalize rhythms without pitch. So you can use random rhythm worksheets, etudes, excerpts from your own scores. Why this works? Most sight reading mistakes are rhythmic, not pitch-based. Separating rhythm builds speed and accuracy. Number 4, left hand only reading, about 3 minutes. Your left hand is usually the weaker reader. Give it its own workout. Try reading simple bass lines, playing only the left hand of easy pieces, reading chord symbols and playing root position chords. This works because strengthening left hand independence dramatically improves full score reading. Number 5, 2-minute look ahead drill. Take a short passage and force your eyes to stay one measure ahead. How can you do this? First, you could cover the measure you're playing with a sheet of paper. Read the next measure without playing the current one. Why it works? This is the secret sauce of fast sight readers. The total time, 20 to 25 minutes. Do this daily and your reading speed will jump noticeably within 2 to 3 weeks. I used to play ragtime. And one of the great things about ragtime is that you have your left hand is always constantly jumping while you're doing some intricate pattern in the right hand. So you can't look at your hands while you're playing. This gave me the ability to have the keyboard under my fingers, and I was able to jump around the keyboard at in different positions. And it really helped my sight reading. The other thing I tried to do was I tried not to look at my hands. So if you can just keep your eye focused over there and so you become innate about where things are on the keyboard, that's going to be highly productive. So I hope this helps you out a little bit. Practices, one thing you have to do is like any other skill, you have to practice sight reading. It's not something that's going to come naturally to you. It takes years of practice and experience to build up being a good sight reader. And that's it. These are the daily exercises that will help you build real sight reading speed, confidence, and consistency. Remember, sight reading isn't about perfection, it's about momentum. The more you train your eyes to look ahead, recognize patterns, and keep the music moving, the more doors open for you as a musician. You'll learn music faster, say yes to more gigs, and walk into rehearsals feeling prepared instead of stressed. If this was helpful, make sure you like the video and subscribe to From Score to Stage. And drop a comment about what sight reading challenge you want to tackle next. And if you want more tips for pianists, singers, and working musicians, I've got plenty more coming your way.